What's going on, guys? Reaper here from Reaper Garage. No, we are not working on the truck today. I know that's what you see in the background. It's about the GS again. I know I said I was going to take a break on the GS, but it's freezing bricks out here. I don't know who turned the heater off in Florida. And keep in mind, an hour and 30 minutes away from me right now where I live, it's snowing in Florida. The last time it snowed in Florida, I wasn't even born, and I'm in my late 20s. So keep in mind, it's freezing out here. I think the lowest out here was 20 something. The highest has been is 38, 39. So it's freezing out here. So I'm freezing my butt off. I got extra clothes on. Today we're gonna grab Miss Reaper's rims and throw it on the GS. You guys remember in the last couple episodes, my jack broke. The jack has been with me for 8 years, finally broke. And keep in mind, it's a Harbor Freight jack, so it lasted that long. So today I was out with Miss Reaper doing errands, and I saw there was a sale on the jacks for Harbor Freight, and I had to pick it up. It's not the same one I had over there. That was a 3-ton low profile. This one is a 2-ton low profile jack, but you can't complain for the price I got it for. I think they were going for like $130. I got it for 80 bucks. A little cheaper than 80 bucks, but here you go. Brand new, obviously never used, just took it out the box. I'll put a picture up here when I bought it. But 2-ton, whatever. I really don't care about that crap right there. But it's low profile, decent amount low profile. Not like the one I have over there that was a Daytona that was super low profile. I think that jack over there brand new is like $400, $300, something like that, or $200. I don't remember the price they are. But this will work for my applications until I decide to buy another jack like that. But yeah, it's freezing out here. It may rain, it may snow, I don't know. But Miss Reaper has to get her brand new tires in the rear because she missed the flip. So I'm just gonna grab her rear wheels, put it on the GS to see what they look like on the GS, so that way I can get my idea of fitment wise for the GS. And just in case you don't believe me that she needs new tires, oh, there you go. Oh, this is gonna be fun. My hands are freezing cold. I can't feel them anymore, so I'm gonna try to do this as quick as I can. So let's knock this out real quick. These are 18 by 10.5, all squared. So the same matching rears are the same matching fronts. So before you say it, why don't you just test one of the fronts and one of the rears? She's squared on the Civic all the way around. They're the same size. They're 18 by 10.5 plus 22s all the way around. And these tires are 225, 40s, 18. So they're decent stretch, not too crazy. We missed the flip, and this guy is about to start doing it too. And plus, this tire is unsafe. This tire is actually patched. There was a scissor that went through it. But that's another story for another day. I am going to grab the shovel and dig a little hole right under the GS for the jack, because I know once I lower this, the jack ain't coming out. Keep in mind, there is no suspension in this car at all. I just want to see how they look, and then I'll go from there. And then I'll jack up the car to my drift right height that I want to see how these look. Obviously, I probably won't do this aggressive as a stretch, but I do want to see what it looks like with these on. So I'm gonna put you guys down somewhere, and we're gonna go from there. not going to lie before I show you guys. You guys probably already saw it, but I don't know. I'm kind of iffy about it. I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know, maybe you guys in the comments can tell me otherwise, but it's 50-50 in my book right now. So there you guys go. Some freaking 10s and 18s by 10.5 plus 22 on both sides. The rears obviously fit. The fronts probably fit. Most likely gonna have to pull out the fender a little bit more. Don't think I'm gonna have the car this low, especially that I'm doing the KBS kit. Think a lot of people that do the KBS kit, they stay with 18s, but you can see that much of a gap between the tires and the fender, and that's not really my taste. I still want to be stance boy, but drifter at the same time. So I might go 19s with this, with the KBS kit on here, so it fits in the gap a little bit. I know that from 18 to 19, the tires prices are way more. Trust me, don't ask me how I know, because the Volkswagen has 19s, low profile tires, and they're baby stretch, and those tires run me all day long, almost $450. But they're the only tires that I like that actually stretch. There's a lot of tire brands that I don't like because too thick of a sidewall, or they're not really stretchable, and it's a lot of things that come to these stretching tires things. And I used to do way worse than this. I used to run on the hard body and my other cars that I've built, like you guys see on my intro. Static Demon was 15 by 10s wide, 10.5 wide actually, on 195/35 stretch. I had that much. So keep in mind, here's the barrel, here's my tires. So I had that much of tires not touching the barrel. So that's one of those cars that I was debeating a lot. I had to make sure I was on top of my tire pressure. I had fun those days with that car, but those days are over with. Yeah, on the hard bodies I've had, you know, same thing, 15s by 10.5, and I was running, I think, 195/50s. So they still had some meat on them, but they were pretty stretched, but they were going full barrel stretch like these are full barrel stretch. So I don't know, I might do some 19s in the same tire size as the Volkswagen for the GS. And before you guys say in the comments, why don't you just grab the Volkswagen rims and throw in the GS and see how it looks. The problem with that is 5 by 114. That guy over there is 5 by 112. So yes, they're the same bolt pattern. They have 5 lug nuts, but the bolt patterns are completely different. So that would never fit on here without a spacer adapter, and I'm not doing all that just to test the Volkswagen wheels, just to see how it looks like. And plus, these are deep dish, those are barely deep dish. They just have a lip to them, as you guys can see. I'll show you guys real quick. They just have a lip to them, and you can see how close the hub is right there. So honestly, these are stock spec rims. They're not stock rims, they're just stock spec rims. So the same specs that factory Volkswagens that come off the Passats, these are the same specs. So I didn't change anything besides stretch and lower profile tires. And that one looks like it's all new in air, so I might have to check that, make sure there's no nail in that guy, or just the rain, and move the dirt around and make it look like that. But that being said, I don't know, you guys tell me what you think about it. I'm kind of iffy about it. Tell me in the comment section, should I run some 19s or 18s on this? This Reaper over there is telling me to do 18s. Stay on 18s, but I don't know. I guess I have to put these wheels back on here, but that means I'm gonna have to get a body kit for this thing before I get any wheels. That makes sense, so that way I can see if 19s or 18s will fit better. But I feel like I'm just jibber jabbing here, and I gotta clean up. I can't feel my toes or my fingers because I decided to wear Crocs out here, and the brand new jack is already dirty and sandy. No, I just bought that thing quite literally 4 hours ago before we're picking this camera up. But nonetheless, it looks good. Probably not the weird. I think what's throwing me off is the wheel design, the rim design. I'm not a fan of this rim design. It doesn't look good on every car, obviously. But I don't know. Maybe I'll ask around, see if I have a couple buddies that have 18s laying around that let me borrow them and put them on here, so that way I can get different measurements. Because like I said, these are 18 by 10.5 plus 22s. Maybe I can run 18s 9.5. Definitely 10.5 in the rear, because when I had my LS400, on my LS400, I was 11s in the rear and they fit just fine. Maybe just a little bit of camber. But the fronts, I think in the fronts I did run 8. I think in the fronts I ran 9.5 or 10.5. I'm not sure. I got to go back through my purchase history and see what I got for the LS400. And for the people that don't know my LS400, it's the last clip you see on my intro, the car drifting. But well, that's the Static Demon you see. But anyways, I put a picture of here what my LS400 used to look like. So I believe it was 18s 9.5 in the front and 11s in the rear. So I might do square all the way around. It won't hurt. But the problem is I don't want to run stretch tires. I want to run full size low profile tires. So I still got to play around and see what happens. But anyways, it's getting late. It's getting cold. I'm freezing my butt off. I'm going to clean this mess, take those wheels back off, put it back in the XB, get those wheels clean before taking it to the tire shop. Load up the XB with the spare tires, clean this freaking jack, because I just got that and that's really bothering me. And I want that thing to last like my other jack for 8 years, so I got to clean that. Then yeah, I'm just going to put these wheels under the GS, because there's no point in putting those wheels back on. And I do need to get under the chassis here eventually for the back of the motor and stuff like that. So I'm going to put those wheels on until I get jack stands or a block of woods that you guys saw me put on the Civic. Or you know what? I don't need to do that. There's a block of woods under my front end. I just put my front end on top of somewhere so it doesn't get damaged by the earth and stuff. But anyways, guys, I'm Reaper. Thank you for watching Reaper Garage. I'm out of here.